Hey everybody, it's time to check the levels and make sure I'm not peeking here on the Tilty streams on a beautiful Friday night, broadcasting to you as usual from within the confines of the palatial Maine Tiltyhouse Studios here in beautiful downtown Victoria, British Columbia. My name's Ian Horner. Hey, welcome to the program. I'm looking straight ahead at the screen where normally there was a camera because I've trained myself that that's where the camera was. You're over here right now, and wow. Well, that was a good desert bus, and then a week other things that needed to be done after desert bus, and today's been my first actual day off I've had since then, and it's felt pretty good. I actually ended up doing a bit of work getting some stuff shipped out, but happy to be back and happy to be back at specifically this game, which I have been waiting for a long time. Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon. It's new. It, as we've mentioned in the chat here, as I can say, it's got some new combat style to it, and I've been trying my best to keep myself completely in the dark about everything, even minute details about the combat, other than that it is RPG based. So we'll see how this goes. Got some business here to... Ooh, what happened there? Everything's still fine, though. Business to take care of. Gotta thank Hexy Lexi for that 6-month subscription. Thank you so much for that. Praise Belopa to you as well. They live with us, not physically at the moment. Boy, I'd like to see... I'm still trying to hunt down that statue. And we got to thank Demullet as well for those 32 months of subscription. 32 months of subscription, 7 Yakuza games. Coincidence? I think not. Well, thank you. The math checks out. Yes, I have definitely played all of the Yakuza games and will not be returning to the 3rd through 5th in the future. Also got to thank Elemental Alchemist for those 32 months of subscription as well. I'm business too. I think that's going to be a reference. Yeah, no, wait, that's right. I called this area of the show business because business. Choice game mechanic is not gratuitous to the story and character. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, final piece of business. Tonight's beer is from the tap. It is the Driftwood Brewery's oh, I remember this. Viewfield, that's it. And why do I remember it? Because it's one of my favorite beers right now. It's a 6%, I think, what do they call it? Well, they call it a Brett Saison, because that's what it is. It's a Saison on tap. Crisp, but slightly funky. Pleasant and still beery. Nice, very cold, and stays nice as it starts to warm up a bit. And it says, I've been enjoying 7 quite a bit and looking forward to your take. I'm looking forward to it too, and to giving my take. I think I saw someone on Twitter saying that it's to be a series veteran. Well, only partially. I came to this series, as you know, from a very roundabout way, starting with being introduced to it way back in the series introduction by a friend, and then getting in on 0, right? Hardcore after playing some of 5. Randy asks, as someone who I've rarely seen without one, what is your preference on button-down shirts? Randy, really, whatever fits me that I can find in the thrift shop, because, good God, the price of shirts is out of control. Yeah. I tend to like stuff that comes from Eddie Bauer generally, and still have for some reason. They seem to make good shirts. But yeah, get it in permanent press if you can, and wrinkle free if possible. And then the wrinkle free is partially stain resistant. I keep looking at the screen thinking that it's a camera. Damn it. Okay, let's get into our life with this show, shall we? Where's the button? It's over here. God, this new streaming setup, which is a very old streaming setup. Super weird. Okay, good. Gonna keep the noise canceling on, because I want to just let this game wash over me. All right, are we ready? I've already preset the game's settings to hopefully good good results. I have let the controller time out. We will have to let it repair itself with the computer. Wait. There we go. Good. We're back. We have set the... Wow, that's extremely lag. Well, we'll see how it goes. We might have to connect the cable here. I'm going to connect the cable. This is not good enough here. And Sarah, the correct answer is yes, Japanese. Whoop. Be right back. City. City. Ow. That's warm in there. You're gonna be pushing this computer pretty hard for this game. Useful. I like English does have some cool people in it, and you know that's fine and well and good for people who need an English assistance, or an English language track. But I choose my opinions of choosing subs over dubs for original language foreign entertainment are well known. But yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. That seems to be responding now correctly. New game. Adjust the colors so the two images are easy to see. Well, I may need to recalibrate my everything. Are easy to see? I guess that's here? Weird. Game uses autosave. Good. But yeah, subtitles will be forced beyond. Oh, hey! You're welcome for supporting you, studio. Oh no. Are we gonna do this again? Yeah, okay. Gotta be careful of the cable, apparently. Oh, did Jacob do, did they do, dubs? I'm gonna see if I have a different controller that might... Oh, come on! Do not... No, we're not doing this. Ah! It wouldn't be a Tiltyhouse stream without some great technical difficulties, wouldn't it? Smash! Ah... Oh god, I can't think of them. Probably all gonna be bad.
Do you remember where that USB extension is?
Which one? It's probably in the USB thing in the,
But I found this cable better for that popping out of joint
okay.
thing. That happens.
I will go get that then. Okay. Hopefully Corey's experience with 2,000 hours of... Oops, no, I still need to stand up. 2,000 hours of Hades Is there some insight into this controller issue? Upsetting. Okay, let's get that in there. Let's extend that out. Delete more canyons. All right, there we go. Now recorded. Now it doesn't seem to be. It's not beeping at me constantly, which is always a good sign. So let's hit that Yakuza Like a Dragon button one more time. And pray for Mojo. The hell, Mojo? We prayed for you. Here we go. Aw, hell no. Okay, well, hey, who feels like a cheeky little restart? Me, I do. We're gonna restart the computer. Hey, chat, how's it going for you? Sarah, thank you for that 35-month subscription technical difficulties sub. Happy to have that, and as well, thank you out of space and time for those bits that you dropped there as well, and welcome to the channel as well. Welcome to the follow zone, whatever that is called. Yeah, got everyone there so far. Thankfully, it's not. Computers don't take long to start up these days, so we'll be just back at it in a moment. Doot 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 doot. God, I hope all the sound still works again. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Sarah, for mentioning that. And for those not reading the chat, there are going to be some content warnings for abuse in the first cutscenes, verbal abuse, and references to physical abuse. So, if you're sensitive to that, be aware that that is coming. All right, and I'm hearing things. I think you probably. Well, you've all seen the desktop now. Let's make sure you can hear the desktop as well. Well, that looks good. Let's send us all to the Yakuza zone. Is it Steam? Do I need to sign to that? Is that our issue here? What's our what's our problem? What's our problem, game? I have not played this 2 hours, I assure you. Oh, hell no! But what? Okay, what the hell? What the hell, fam, here? I know. I don't want to have to reinstall the game. Yeah, I'm gonna check to see if there's a another running copy. Okay, let's see here. Host processes. Steam client web killer. Steam. It's not looking for. We are looking for your phone. No, we're not looking for your phone. Nothing that matches the description of the game. So we'll just wait for this verification to take place, and hopefully it's good. I hope the turkey poutine turns out well as well, Wow Judert. And welcome, Wow Judert. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Hmm. How have you all been this past week? How's it been going? Now, Corey, to be clear, I didn't want to order poutine with the enormous burgers we are also having. Poutine from the good poutine place, burgers from the good burger place. Week was busy, but not the worst. Seems good. It all goes. Okay. Whoops. Nope. 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 Yes. Yes. Nope. Move the windows around, Ian. 86% complete validating files. I mean, not that should matter. Is there a way to just bust user files? Is it such a sin to disconnect controller during a cutscene and then panic quit the game that it ruins everything? Ooh, UEFI in Windows is experiencing technical difficulties. Yeah, that's my face right now. On the inside, of course. Do this programming, do a work deadline. Ugh, but well, hopefully I can be a distraction if we can get this running. Okay, 100% all files successfully done. So let's hit it again. Play. Stop. Okay, we haven't changed resolutions. We changed resolution and it went away. Why are you doing this to me? Let's quit Steam completely. And then try relaunching it one more time. Yeah, Moose, I did. And you know what? I'm just going to hit the restart button again, just because why the heck not? It takes but a second to clear the memory. Oh, thank you, Derek Murford. That actually, if it doesn't auto just jump up, I might just blow that directory. What a future we live in, Lau. Okay, so give it a couple seconds to just let it do its thing. Get the various startup applications out of order. I'm probably gonna have to update this this background, aren't I? Okay, audio sending. Something just occurred there. You know what? Let's find out what our current resolution is. Let's take the resolution right down to 1920 by 1080. Right now. Right about now. And then let's open up that game. It says no. So let's bust that that directory. We got to go to. Sorry, I just need to keep this in scroll here. Because I'm using a terrible keyboard for this sort of thing. I really shouldn't do that. Okay, percent. Yeah. Ta-ta. Percent. That'll get me there. Sega. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yeah, you know what? Let's just blow that entire. Like a Dragon is now not a dragon at all. That appears to have fixed our problem. Prepare for Yakuza Like a Dragon. Woo! Okay, I don't have to reinstall everything. That's going to be a much shorter time. We'll get to start playing before half an hour is up. I'm a real Yakuza. Okay, now I need to reset the settings. That's all good. Let's confirm. Back. Wait, graphic settings. You know, let's just leave it as is for now. Let's let it see what it thinks it can get away with. Audio language. Japanese. Perfect. New game. That's where I want it to be. Beverly Hills. Perfect. Corrupted save data in 2020. Who'd have thought? Just in case you were wondering, yes, this is a work of fiction. Light and shadow. Wait, where's my Yakuza theme song?
ここであったが100年目この顔を忘れたとは言わせないよ駿河の国でお前さんに切られた呉服や伊右衛門とはあたいのお父っつぁんのことさまさかあの時の小娘敵討ちだけを望んで歩んだ旅ガラスかねて備えた懐刀幾度夢の中で抜いたことか、積年の恨み今こそ晴らさんチョコ材な手ごめにしてやれ
Let's say, period dramas right off the bat. Good start.
江戸を騒がす辻斬り銀次の正体は何を隠そうこの俺よ
Oh, I hope we're not foreshadowing anything here.
バカな男だね辻斬り銀次は
Thanks, Tech Forward.
見ててくれたかいおとっつぁん
This is not something I'm familiar with, but I'm down.
Masumi. 紙吹雪は切り終わったのかい？
いえまだ
何ちんたらしてんだ。明日の朝には大阪に出発だよ。
Jeez.
ちょっと人気が出ただけでもう看板気取りかい。
Okay, those were 10Ks. All brown.
ぼっちの金で 勘違いも大概にしな。生きがるんじゃないよ、ガキのくせに。なんだいその目つき。それが母親に対する態度。今度は化粧じゃ隠せないくらい深くえぐってやろうか。
よさないか、ヨコ。
Yeah, this does get pretty heavy. Pretty quick.
あんたに指図される筋合いはないよ。誰が工業を取ってきてると思ってんだい。トラちゃん、
Good heavy scissors, though.
今夜元町行かない？
いいのかい？
構わんもんか。
Super toilet.
大丈夫か、マスミ。
Man. Do you think Mario's parents ever threatened him with physical abuse?
紙吹雪は
Oh,
心
God.
配するな。明日トラックの中で父さんが切っといてやる。
Did not expect that at that moment.
父さんな、芝居は三流だが紙吹雪を切らせたら一流って昔から評判さ。だから今夜は繰り出すぞ、横浜中華街。どうだ？
うん。
そうだ、マスミ。横浜の学校の友達にはちゃんとお別れ言ったのか？
友達なんていないよ。いつも1ヶ月で転校だからね。仲良くなるだけ無駄だよ。
寂しいこと言うな。父さんの子供の頃は学校なんて行かせてもらえなかったんだぞ。よし、今日は奮発するか。見ろ、中華料理の王様、北京ダックだ。天日に干したアヒルを丸ごと釜で焼くんだ。表面の皮がパリパリで、そりゃ絶品らしい。
でも絶対に高いよ。中華料理の王様なんて。
いいんだよ、今日は特別な日だろ。
Peking duck is always good. This feels a little sad.
おい、マスミ。メインディッシュ前に食いすぎなんじゃないか？こいつらは前座だ。看板役者がまだ来てないだろう。
分かってるよ。北京ダックが来る前に便所に行ってくる。
Oh no. Well, nope, no Peking duck.
父さん？父さん？
And the crossfade. Ah.
20世紀最後の日
Ah, this time period.
今世紀最後の昼飯でも行くかなあイチ
イチなら地回りに行かせましたよ
大晦日なのにか
田室町に盆の正月もありませんよ町が動いてる限り取れるものは取るそれがしのぎの鉄則ですから
Okay. Ah, our hero, audience. Oh, I feel like I'm about to take control. Ah, the thrill of the chase. Oh, the thrill of the chase! Navigate the city without bumping into obstacles by pressing the displayed inputs to catch up with your target. The distance gauge tracks how far away the target needs to be before you lose. This is just... I wonder where this particular play mechanic has been borrowed from. Good thing we did all that training in, ooh, Judgment. Although, God, this looks good. Whoa! Oop. There we go. Well, that's where the clown would be. Ah! Have I... Or did you? Wait, is this just illegal porn copies? Whoa! The hard stuff, uncensored.
お前らヤクザのしのぎに影響ねえだろ。それが影響大ありなんだよ。偽物売られて荒川組に泣きついてきたガキども見捨てたら、せっかくの汚れちまうでしょうが。ああ、ガキから巻き上げた金、全部出しな。
In an envelope. Whoa! I'm all ready to brawl, and I realized no, this is now a gentleman's fight, fought one turn at a time. Choose and commands during battle. You will select which action to take. Use the commands menu in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Select the attack command to attack with the weapon on hand. Give it a shot. Okay, well, attack. Okay. Ah, okay, good. You do have to push the second time to get the attack. That could have been a long wait. Alrighty. If you select an attack again before the fallen enemy gets back up, a regular attack will change into a powerful opportune strike. Opportune strikes really dish out the pain, so take every chance you get. That attack. Select. Huh. So it's like a RPG, except then you also still have brawler elements where you have to pay attention a bit. Okay. Red gauge at the bottom right is our energy, or HP. If Casco's HP reaches 0, it's game over. HP can be recovered by using items. Why not take this opportunity to take a bite of your onigiri now? Any flavor will do. Etc. Items. Oh no. Oh, I'm not used to this. I want to go into menus and wait forever. Select guard for Casco to defend himself until his next turn. This will decrease the damage you take and protect against both bleeding and stun. If you know the enemy's next attack will be a powerful one, it might be best to put your guard up. Just a thought. Guard? Oh, we gotta hold it. Okay, that's it for the tutorial. Time to teach Ushio a lesson. One last thing, if there's ever anything like a bicycle or a street sign near an enemy, a normal attack will change into a weapon attack, leading one to use, or in some cases kick, a nearby object to unleash some serious hurt. Oh boy. I was nearby. Okay, how do I move to... Oh no. So I can't move. Guard? Guard. Attack. Well, we'll see how this goes. Huh. Okay, cash, experience, job experience. Our job is being a Yakuza right now. Oh yeah, there's a lot of numbers I am not going to care one whit about. Everything went up.
Oh, ミツ、これ見てみろ。うひょー、結構えぐい額稼いでたんすね、こいつ。
We dropped a few frames, but we're stable here.
でもやりましたね。今日のしのぎのノルマ、一発で達成じゃないですか。何言ってんだ？これは高校生に返してやれ。え？せっかく取った金を？そうだよ。わざわざこいつに騙されたガキを全員見つけて、そうだっつってんだろ俺。わかりました。のそうだミツ、ここどうなってる？メリケンサックで不意打ち食らっちまってな。ああ、単行部できちゃってますな。ちげえよ。網だよ、網。パンチ当て直したばっかなんだよ。せっかくいい形できたのによ。そんなこと言ってる場合っすか？あ、こっちの方も整えてぶつけ騒ぐんです。先生。
Good boy. Good to know, Gas. Thank you. I'm going to keep my eye out for that.
かっこつかねえぜ。いつものことじゃないですか。兄貴、ド M ですから。ド M？ 俺が？そうっすよ。
There's that music I love.
弱い相手でも一方的に僕にまくるようなことしないっすよね。様子見ながら戦ってるっつうか。ああ、そのことか。前から不思議だったんすよね。プロレスじゃねえんだし、敵の技受ける必要ないっしょ。
確かにその方が殴られねえしいいのかもしれねえけどよ。なんか俺に合わねえっていうかそれって勇者っぽくねえんだよ。
勇者？
Oh yeah, I'm loving this guy so far.
だよ、勇者のつもりで戦ってんだよ。喧嘩になると頭の中で自然に回っちまうんだよ、ドラクエの世界が。
うわ、またドラクエっすか。兄貴どんだけ好きなんすか。
悪いかよ、いいだろう。そっちの方がアドレナリン出るし全力出せんだよ。
勇者って俺たちはヤクザですよ。沢城の頭もいつも言ってますでしょ。やられたら終わりだ、先にやれって。今の話聞いたらまた出やされますよ。
切り取り程度のしのぎで殺しなんかしちまったらそれこそ終わりだろう。ほら、荒川のおやっさんがいて頭がいておめえがいる今の暮らしが好きなんだ。
Oh,
それを壊すようなことは
oh, things are gonna go so badly for him.
どん底には戻りたくねえからな。
あの頃って何年遅れのドラクエをソープランドの事務所で一人ずーっと遊んでいたガキの頃の話っすか。
ま、そのおかげで今の俺があるんだけどな。春日一番って人間は荒川のおやっさんから教わった度胸と勇者から教わった勇気でできてんだ。
人生の教材ってやつっすか。なんか俺もやりたくなってきたな、ドラクエ。
おう、やれやれ。ただし騙されたガキどもに金を返してきた後でな。
あそうでしたね。
Just save. It's done.
俺この金返してきますね。
ああ、終わったらタバコ屋の前でお茶合おうぜ。
よし。
All right.
いやー、一。
All right. They'll just turn around, do another
おか
conversation.
げさまでな。スナック道夫のママがお前のことを探してたぜ。一に店に来てほしいってよ。
道夫ママが俺に何の用だ。
それは知らない
Mama meet you.
とにかく伝えたぜ。
ママが何かのトラブルに巻き込まれたのかもしれねえ。決まっていくか。
Okay. Well, that's a big map. Now, what's my L1 do? It gives me my stats. Okay, nice. My stats are behind me. There is no good place for me. I might have to go upside down and in the top corner. Oh, well, this definitely feels different than the PS4, and I like it. Ooh, I can go down here. What's down here? Nothing. Oh well. Oh yeah, no, Dark Morphard, from my understanding, that's one of the few pieces of information I did let leak through to me, because I do follow the producer on, or the localization producer for Sega on Twitter, and I think they were saying that they did do specifically 2 different sets of subtitles. One which was a literal captions for the English dialogue, and then one was specifically for the Japanese dialogue. Yeah, they did a lot of work to localize this in a fashion for people who prefer dubs, and good on them. Good on 'em. If it helps us sell more of these games and it makes more of these games happen, I'm happy. As long as we still always have the option to have the original Japanese in dialogue and with subtitles. Yeah, great. The more the merrier. More people in the pool, please.
よー、イチ来るのを待ってたよ。ちょいと一杯付き合えよ。大晦日なんだしさ。
俺に用事って飲み相手のことか？
うん、師走に暇なやつなんてあんたくらいしか思い浮かばなくってね。
何言ってんだ。俺は
And
今
also,
しのぎの最中だ。
you can play to your medium
し
too.
のぎの最中さ。
People who want dubs usually want things to match lip flaps, which they've mentioned they did in this series.
私はお前が生まれる
Next, you can expand.
飲んだんだ。だけどこの通りピッピンして。
No, we help them out. Always help people out.
よ。肝臓ボロボロなんだろ？いい加減にしねえと本当に死んじまうぜ。
悪かったよ。ありがとうね。
His personality may improve during your actions. These traits represent Kazuko as a person. What? No, I can't make a person. This is a terrible idea. Passion, style, confidence, charisma, kindness, and intellect. I don't personally identify with any of those traits.
Oi, Ichi! 他京のおっちゃんよ。日曜ママは酔っ払ってるだけじゃ
Oh,
ねえか。
thank you, Hexy. It's
今さら何言ってんだ。
very good to be able to
20年
put together
白黒ママなんて
that
見たこと
program
ね
that
え
can
よ。
help so many people
それより
through a lot of the year.
東京でトラブルみたいだ。すぐに言ってやれよ。
桃源郷で何があったんだ？
詳しくはわからんが、ソープなんだからいろいろあるだろう。客と女の揉め事とかな。早く言ってやれ。
わかった。
I don't know. I have been of the mind to completely just, what's the word? Just dive right into mini games and side quests naturally for this one. So we'll see how we'll see how it goes. Whew, that was word fixed. Deleted quote 570. We have deleted 570 quotes. There are 0 quotes now. Oh yeah, no, Jacob loves to show off the Kabuki-cho, and there's a reason for it, because it's... We don't need to go about... I don't need to go about comparing Jacob's and my streams, and especially on a stream of his that I haven't watched. I'm really weirded out by the lack of collectibles on the ground right now. That's kind of freaking me out. But I've always been curious about what his stream has been like for this, and how it's going to compare to this one, because I know there's a fairly good crossover in audience. So yeah, if already we're doing Japanese to his English, then we're already on a good start.
Oh, Ichi, いいとこに来た。大変なことになっちまってよ。
Jacob's on the Yisbrid stream, by the way.
店の便所が詰まっちまってよ。でもトイレのすっぽんが見当たらないんだよ。トイレのすっぽん？うんこ吸い出すゴムのカップだよ。荒川組の事務所にないか？あったら貸してくれよ。ふざけんな。ヤクザ便利屋じゃねえぞ。なめてんのか。なんだよその言い方は。お前が散々漏らしたクソを片付けたのは誰だと思ってんだよ。赤ん坊の時の話を持ち出すんじゃねえ。
What?
小学5年まで漏らしてたじゃねえか。うるせえ。あん時はたまたま腹壊してただけだ。
Good God. Also, it's not a race or a... it's not a race to completion either. I'm going to continue this game until I'm done. This game. Oh, wow. That building's not done yet. Oh no, there's voices.
New Year's Eve tax, buddy. I mean, even cigs and beer have a luxury tax on them, don't they? So good times on New Year's cost a little extra, too.
Why do they pay you, then?
Just get out of the goddamn wallet.
Oh no, do I have to give him a voice now? Shoot, I haven't thought about this. Uh-oh, get out of here, you little punks. I'll think about this.
Oh, who the hell are you?
I was just cruising by. It's New York, New Year's. Can't you just let people chill tonight?
Sorry, but we're open for business on the holidays. So if you want to mess with our business, we'll just have to bust up yours.
Oh, pretty scary. Lowlifes like you give Kamurocho a bad name, and I'm not about to stand for that. I don't know about that.
Get off, you fucking high horse. Fucking, let's kill this guy.
We'll try the next one with the other idea, and we'll see which one sticks. It's got to be easy to say, to use, too. That's the thing. Oh, no, that particular voice is one that I've used quite often, so I think I can keep it up. But... right! Different skills. Tenacious Fist. On that man. I have defeated the hooligan. Okay. Press the guard and time with the guard to perform a perfect guard. Perfect guard against the guard. Okay, good. We can definitely charge that one up. Huh. So I can't attack him because he's got a knife. I have to use my Tenacious Fist? Maximum damage. I guess we're using that. 37. Winning! Catching up on chat. Okay. Ah, okay, it's a tutorial. That'll do it.
Oh, damn it, you're dead next time I see you.
Thank you. No sweat, buddy. But for real, Kamurocho's more dangerous than usual on New Year's. Everyone's drunk and waving their cash around. It's easy pickings out here tonight, so be careful, okay?
Hi.
I will. Thank you very much. Oh, and my voice is clipping a fair bit. Let's just take that down then, shall we? That'll change things significantly, or should at least. Ah! I can't just let the dialogue sit. It'll just move on without me. Don't like that. Gotta Actually, that should be a thing that I can fix. Maybe in settings. Oh, no, wait, that might be one of those things that only comes up during, in your smartphone. Man, let's just keep playing. Oh, and I keep playing. I mean, this seems like a good time for us to take a quick break here because it's that time. I'm going to get up and do... Oh, no option to disable the auto advance. That sucks, Gaz. That's going to be a real problem for me as a streamer. That's it. Like I said, break time. I'm going to get up, stretch, swap the fluids. You do the same, and we'll be back with more Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon. God, it's good to say that again. We'll be back with more Yakuza after this. Don't go away. Friends, we are back with more Yakuza 7 here on the Mighty Tiltyhouse channel. Welcome back. We were just back from break, and I think during my fluid cycling, I have settled on a voice. I'm gonna test it out during the next one. But if this is truly our replacement protagonist, oh no, then oh good, we can still knock some things over. I was very worried for a second that portions of Kamurocho would no longer yield to us, and they will. Nice building getting built, though. Oh, hey, got to thank not Cain nor Abel with that 8-month subscription. Months to the 8th. Thank you so much, and thank you for being part of the channel. Yes, yeah, if our main Yakuza protagonist is a television scientist whose similar work on North American television was enough to carry the series, then there should be someone of equal import, and possibly at least equal weight. Oh good. Right, the tobacco shop.
なあ、ばあさんとこにあんだろ？桃源郷に持って行ってやってくんねえか。
そんなもんお前が買ってやれ。桃源郷は実家も同然だろう。
Good.
普通
Good
お前
advice.
くらいの年になれば実家に仕送りするのが当然ってもんだろ。
そんな金あるわけねえだろ。自分の生活だけで毎月カツカツだ。
いっそ荒川組なんて三次団体抜けて羽振りのいいとこに拾っても
Oh,
らえ
hey,
よ。
that's good to hear. Wow.
下っ端でも今よりかいい暮らしできるだろ。
バカ野郎。俺は荒川のおやっさん以外と杯交わす気なんか1ミリもねえよ。
従順なこった。そういやイチ、ちょいと小耳に挟んだんだが、荒川のガキンチョの子守係になったんだってね。
言葉に気ぃつけろ。若は俺と同じ年だ。ガキンチョじゃねえ。
何が若だ。
This, so, I think I did mention that I did smoke while I was in Japan. Started there and ended just after coming back, but this is literally every Japanese tiny tobacco shop owner I've met. They're great.
それ以上おやっさんのこと悪く言うと承知しねえぞ。
お疲れ様です、兄貴。
ああ、水。高校生に金返してきたが？
はい。随分と感謝されちゃいましたよ。
そいつはよかった。
喜んでる場合ですか。次のしのぎで上がり出さないと、今日こそ頭に殺されますよ。
わかってるよ。で、次のしのぎってのは？
切り取りっす。相手は闇金から50万借りたっきり1円も返済してねえ男です。しかもヤクザが脅してもびくともしない野郎らしくて、他の組が手を焼いていた債権をうちが買い取ったんです。
よし、ほんじゃ荒川組の威厳にかけてきっちり回収しねえとな。はい。沢城の頭からは手荒な手段使ってでも財布取り上げてこいって言われてるんで。で、その借金男はどこにいるんだ？今の時間なら第三公園にいるはずです。先に行って様子見てますんで、兄貴もすぐ来てくださいね。わかった。
We're on our way. So, this punk hangs in Public Park 3, eh? Let's go visit him. And the public park happens to be right here.
あ、兄貴。
借金男はいたか？はい。
あれ見てください。
David Attenborough? Not quite, but
あいつが平塚って男です。
oh god, why am I blanking on his name now?
知ってんすか、兄貴。
まあいい。行くぞ。
Why did I think Richard Iowati for a second?
借りた金を1円も返さずに吸うタバコはうめえか？なんだその目は。
James Burke.
他の組には
But
通
it's
じ
an
たかもしれ
excuse to
ねえが
break out my British accent. Or I guess as the Pokemon would call it, a Scottish accent.
財布置いて。なめんじゃねえぞこら。返せねえもんは返せねえ。そんだけだ。
相変わらずでっけえな。グレート平塚。
誰だてめえ。
ガキの頃よくあんたにプロレスごっこしてもらったよ。あんたガキ相手に本気のパワーボム決めるから怖えのなんのって。
お前ソープの一番か。こいつと一緒にいるってことはヤクザになるとはお似合いの結末だな。
そっちこそ自衛隊行って夢破れて出戻りか。世間は厳しいね。
Ouch.
てめえには関係ねえ。
そうも言ってられねえのよ。ヤクザにとっちゃ上の命令が絶対なんでね。どんな手使ってでも財布取ってこいって言われてるんだわ。
Hadn't noticed that until now, Hexy, so thank you, I can never unsee that.
頼むってグレートさんよ。財布渡してくれるだけでいいんだって。あんたを相手に手荒な真似はしたくねえんだよ。わかるだろ？
大人になってまでパワーボムで俺に泣かされたくねえってか？
ちげえよ。カムロ町界隈の中学生最強だったあんたがタップして降参する姿なんか見たくねえってことだよ。
ソープの一番ごときがなめた口聞きやがって。そんなにこれが欲しけりゃ力ずくで奪ってみやがれ。よっしゃタッグマッチで行こうぜ兄貴。
お前はレフリーだ。出すんじゃねえ。
Can't I be both?
ごちゃごちゃ言ってんじゃねえぞこら。しびるんじゃねえぞ。やってやるぜ。
He has a hammer. That's not allowed. Back. How we doing here? Skills? Let's Tenacious Fist him. A Tenacious Fisting if there ever was one. Why did that happen? I win! Did my magic up? Yes, it did, by 2. Good. Good, more magic. Shaded Cynic, I'm trying with these perfect blocks.
やっぱりあんた強えな。だが勝ったら俺だ。約束通り財布はもらってくれ。
Nice wallet.
頼む。それだけは勘弁してくれ。お願いだ。なんだよ、ちゃんと金持ってんじゃねえかよ。お前、鼻から踏み倒すつもりだったんだろ。
Oh.
何やってんすか、兄貴。
な、何って、なんか余計なもん入ってたからよ。
余計なもんって、これ金？
グレートさんよ。約束通り財布は
Oh man. He's the good guy.
よし、行くぞ。ミツ。
ちょっと、兄貴。 どういうつもりっすか。なんで金回収しないんすか。
平塚は踏み倒したりしねえよ。いつか必ず返す。
なんでそんなこと言い切れるんすか。
大晦日にまで突貫工事の現場に出てるやつが目的もなく働くわけねえだろう。あいつの吸ってたタバコはよく見りゃしけもく。
Ah, like a modern day Sherlock Holmes.
とはいえ財布にちゃんと金入ってましたよ。
明日は正月だからな。母ちゃんに少しでもいいもん食わせてやりたいと思って銀行から下ろしといたんだろうな。
だからって返済を延滞していいとはならないっすよ。
昭和通りを通ったとこに古い駄菓子屋があるの知ってるか。
ええ、確か少し前に閉店した店ですよね。それが何すか。
あの店が平塚の実家、おふくろさんの店なんだ。
そうなんすか。
1年くらい前におふくろさん体壊して結局店閉めた。
I'm starting to get that jaded.
すごく痩せててよ。でも嬉しそうにしてたぜ。息子が看病のためにカムロ町に帰ってきてくれたってね。
じゃあ平塚が借りた金ってのは。
おふくろさんの入院費と手術費だ。
でもこのまま帰ったら俺たち沢城の頭に殺されちゃいますよ。
え？問題ねえって。頭からは財布取ってこいって言われてんだ。財布ならほれね。
そんな意味で言ったわけないでしょ。
Dang.
頭からだ。
マジっすか。
はい、もしもし1番です。
遅えぞ。オールは2回以内に出ろって言ってんだろ。
すみません頭。
お前ひょっとしてまだ日回りしてんのか。
はい、ちょうど今日のしのぎが全て終わりまして今から事務所に帰ろうかと。
バカ野郎、もう若の付き添いに行く時間だろうが。
あ、すみません、今すぐ出して向かいます。
さっさと行け。若がお待ちだ。何やらせても遅えなてめえは。
はい、すみません。
分かってると思うが変な場所に出入りするんじゃねえぞ。若にもしものことがありゃお前の命がいくつあってもけじめはつけれねえんだからな。
はい、もちろん。
若の付き添いですか。
やべえ、すっかり忘れてたぜ。ミツ、これ持って先に事務所戻っててくれ。
ちょっとこんなの俺から頭に渡せるわけないっすよ。付き添い終わったら連絡くださいよ。俺適当に時間潰してますから。
Well, we're not going to get to see those tips at all, ever. That's right, we're probably not going to spend too much time in Kamurocho, given that this game mostly takes place in Yokohama, I believe. Shall we go into the Club Sega and see if we can do something there? I think we should go into the Club Sega and see if we can do something. That's not a door. That's a door. What can we do in the... Oh, Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter. What's the... Fantasy Zone, I know that one. And Space Harrier. I don't know. I think we just continue on, actually. I don't actually feel like playing an arcade game right now. I do love the way that bloom happened, though. There are apparently some problems with the arcade games. What kind of problems, Demont? Or sorry, M0? Good problems, or this will crash and corrupt your data type problems. No crane game either. Well, we do get karaoke later, so that's something. Okay. The Young Master Complex.
いねえな。おい、姉ちゃん。
Oh, train games. Well, we'll do those later.
本日はまだお見えになっておりませんが。
そうっすか。
Oh. No further introduction necessary. Thank you to Mullet. That's good news to have. Oh, these cameras. Why is today different than all other days?
夢野さんの誕生日ですよね。
手ぶらじゃないだろうな。
一応買ってきたんですが、時間もなくて大したプレゼントでは。
It's an onigiri in my... It's one of my pocket onigiris.
それより一、親父に喋ってないだろうな。
もちろんですよ。
何か聞かれたらデパートに買い物に行ったと話しとけ。
はい。
あのじじい、いつまでも俺をガキ扱いしやがる。
心配なんですよ。若のことが大切だから。
知ったような口を聞くな。
すいません。
Army guy, yeah, we've got a ways of becoming yet. Ah, Club Sigs. I wonder if they have a smoking section.
大丈夫ですか、若。
大丈夫だ。
もうすぐ着きますんで。
いや、まだ行くな。そこに入る。
え？あ、はい。
Oh no, this seems like a good... Well, okay, I wasn't expecting that one to be it, but... Ramen bar looked nice. I so desperately want some ramen right at this moment. Please. Oh, good. Please tell me it's not also full of extra virgin olive oil.
一種のドーピング薬だ。交感神経に興奮を与えることで、弱った体でも健康体と同じように動かすことができる。
Damn it, Dark Morford.
即効性がある。
ちょっと、なんでそんなもん持ってんすか。
今日は俺の女の誕生日だ。こんな体で恥かかせらんねえだろ。
いや、でもそれやばい薬なんじゃ。
Most men my age think it's cool to use spring for some Viagra for a girlfriend's birthday. I go all the way to this.
え？俺無理っすよ。やめましょうよ、若。こんなの危険ですって。
育児のねえやつだな。
It's the extra special horse meth. I'm going to inject it directly into my eye. Good sound.
若。
Oh, if you die, this is not going to go well for Yuichi. Self-spoilers. I think I may have self-spoilered myself. Huh. Is that scene in Doctor Strangelove?
Yakuza.
Waka.
Please move your wheelchair over a bit.
いらっしゃいませ。
Perfect. A sitting area.
こんばんは、マサトさん。ねえ、体良くなったの？びっくりしちゃったよ。
I only stand for special occasions.
おい、夢野さんは？はい、なるべく早くお呼びを。なるべくだ。すぐだろ。先ほど別のお席に着いたばかりでして、それに今日はお誕生日で大変に混雑して。ちょっと。
Yeah, you may want to bring the birthday girl around.
わかる。そこ話つけてきます。大丈夫っす。紳士的にやりますから。
Honestly, I do love just the idea of being so wealthy that you only stand on special occasions. I think that's some, oh God, what were the Dune people? Is something wrong, sir?
Oh.
Yes. Now I'm going back to the original.
Hi.
Emil-san is over that table. Oh, no. Well, she must just have left. I believe she got requested by another guest. We're rather busy tonight, Kasuga-san.
Oh?
Is Masato-san really healed? It's complicated. Wow. Does that mean you'll be released from indentured servitude?
Yeah.
You dumbass! I'm not some kind of slave. This is an important job. But isn't Masato-san a civilian? So why would he need a Yakuza like you following him around? No one asked you. Now, where is Yumino-san? Sorry, but you'd probably find her faster if you looked for her yourself.
Oh.
Is that how you treat your best customers? You know how many bottles we bought last week on Christmas? Technically, Sato-san ordered them, not you, right? Oh, give me a break. Fine! I'll go look myself. Actually, I think that voice... Character-wise, it's gonna work for what's gonna happen to our Ichiban friend here. Who are you again? Are you in the bathroom? Oh, you are absolutely in the bathroom. Oh, I can't bathroom. I am a cyber being and I cannot bathroom. Reflections on the Internet Culture by Ian Horner.
ごめんね、こんなに混んじゃって。
謝る必要なんてないさ。逆に客がスカスカだったら。
Wait, did I just luck into this?
なんだ君は。
まあ、なんつうか、その。
Road strats.
ちょっといっちゃん。
お店が決めた順番を守るべきでは。
まあ、固いこと言わないでくださいよ。
I guess it's unfortunate because I'm betting that some of the mistaken opportunities might have been funny. Oh, are we gonna have to battle?
何しやがる。お前こそどういうロジックで話してるんだ。
だと？
話にならん。
なんだとこれ、わかるように話せってんだ。
何が紳士的だ。揉めてんじゃねえか、バカ野郎。
Yeah, it's kind of what I do.
お騒がせしました。でもこいつも悪気はないんでね。
悪気はない？
ああ、店が決めた順番ってのは建前だ。水商売で客を全員同じに扱えってのは結局無理がある。使う金が桁違いの客もいるだろ。資本主義の建
Again,
前と
capitalism was the problem all along. Even in hostess clubs.
それに、こいつは俺の女でね。
なるほどね。
ご理解どうも。じゃあ、お騒がせしたお詫びにお酒でもいかがです？メニューから遠慮なくお好きな酒を選んでもらって。
お酒なら結構です。
おう、ひょっとして下戸とか。じゃあ酒も飲まずに女を口説くんだ。
Oh, is it another vial of horse? Extra special horse adrenal? Well, I mean, with that you can buy extra special horse tranquilizer. I'm sorry, I'm all full of money.
結構です。受け取るわけにはいきません。
それじゃあ俺の気が収まらないですよ。じゃあ代わりに。
結構です。立場上、贈り物は
Which is why I'm here in this hostess club. Provide an alibi.
立場上だ。偉そうにてめえ。
度胸あるな。あんた、どこのもんだ？
Adam Zero's got it, yeah. I enjoy only the clean, natural high of weed.
仕方ない。はっきりさせないとこの会は終わりがなさそうだ。
Oh, well, I mean, the next thing we were going to say is if you're a cop, you have to tell us, but I guess... Yeah? Yeah? Oh, I am highly barred from doing that.
さあ、この女性を連れてお席にどうぞ。
乾杯！
夢野さん、おめでとうございます。こんな高いお酒飲めて、夢野さん、私たち超ラッキーで。
Well, I guess we'll be seeing that gentleman later.
両友相手が違うんじゃねえか？
そうよ。まったくこの子たちったら。ごめんなさい。マサトさん、ありがと
う。ま、いいって。この店で一番高いボトルだからな。
That sounds like a good story, Clinch.
飲めないだろうし、テンション上がるのも仕方ねえよ。
若、さっきはすんません。
ポリのくせに強がりやがって。ああいうやつに限って見てねえとこで金をせびるんだ。あの野郎、よく来るのか？
いや、初めて。
で、夢野さん、プレゼント何だったんですか？
何言ってんの？私はこうやって来てくださっただけで十分よ。本当に。
itch in the back there. Sorry. 羨ましいな。私もマサトさんみたいな彼氏欲しい。
おい、イチ。お前のから見せろよ。
はい。でも、俺、
Oh
慣れてね
no.
っていうか、その。
This isn't gonna go well.
早くしろ。
Please be a rice ball. Please be a rice ball. That's kind of nice.
だから俺プレゼントなんてどうすればいいのか分かんなくて、しかも若の女でなくて若の彼女さんに渡すなんてなおさらもうわけわかんねえっつうか。でも店で一番高いやつだったんです。
Oh.
それはマジですから。
God, this poor guy. I've only spent what, an hour and a half with Ichi, and
私のお母ちゃんが持ってんのと同じやつ。
If anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
一番が一番高いもの買ってもセンスはジジイってか。一番どころかビリッケツだ。こいつはいや。
ああ、マサトさんうまいこと言う。
ま、そんなこったろうと思ったよ。ほらよ。
Here's how a man gives a handkerchief from Ewig. I mean, that's a pretty blinged out watch.
嘘。こんなの？
さすがは俺の女だ。価値がわかるんだな。
あ、いくらすんの？
マンション1個くらいだ。と言っても、庶民が買うマンションの値段じゃねえけどな。
ありがとう。でも私、こんなのもらってどうしたら。
いいんだって。じゃあ次は、一緒に住むマンションも買わねえとな。
夢野さん、フロントまでお願いします。おい、今そういう場面じゃね
え。一、また繰り返す気か。いい女の誕生日だもんな。仕方ねえさ。行かせてやれ。
はい。
ごめんね。でもすぐ戻るから。
気にすんな。ゆっくり行ってこい。
優しい。
No, not a fan of watches that cost that much.
じゃあ飲み直すか。お前らのくだらねえ話の相手でもしてやるよ。
I'll occasionally take a watch that costs as much as a truck, but not a watch that costs as much as a condo.
聞いてみなよ。
もうお仕置きされちゃいますよ。でも私も立候補しよっかな。
Oh, good. I finally get to go to the restroom. No closed doors games.
飲みすぎか。でも今日は飲みがかりだしな。
ちょっと待って。ねえ、堀之内さん。
帰るよ。あのチンピラと同じ空気を吸いたくないんでね。誰だあいつは。
ああ、マサトさんのことね。あれはヤクザの息子。
そうか。でもお前のためにたっぷり使ってくれてんだろ。大事にしなよ。
冗談じゃないわよ。飲み方もお金の使い方もむちゃ。さっきだってとんでもないものプレゼントしてきて、今度はマンション買うだとか。
怖い？
Oh
そ
boy.
んなものもらった次の日に全部売ってしまえばいい。
Oh, welcome, Lunar Jader Raiders.
何が
Welcome to the drama of Yakuza 7.
そんなことになれば俺が即逮捕。
そうよね。じゃあ明日売っちゃおっと。一緒に行こうよ。
That way there's evidence.
ああいう金で何でも手に入ると思っているバカもまだいるんだな。
そうなのよね。でもそんなゲスな人間と堀之内さんは大違い。
じゃあせいぜい巻き上げてやれ。
わかった。じゃあ後で。
Oh, Ichiban, you're gonna do the wrong thing here, I know it! I mean, Weagle, that's probably not... It's definitely a possibility, because they do cast some pretty big names in these games. But yes, I trust Dark Morpher to be able to look up the voice actors for us. Oh no, do you need another horse worth of adrenochrome?
若。
おう。用足しは済んだのか。 俺は帰るから、それで払っとけ。余ったらケツ拭く時にでも使え。
Cool. Thanks for the fun times, bro. God, I hope that's enough to take care of his tab. Alright, back to Theater Square. Yeah, this would have been 8 years before when I was there. Oh, this makes me want some noodles. Pub and standing bar. Moosefield Cat. The Millennial Building is currently under construction. I'm just gonna walk you next to it just so you could check it out because I like it. Knife man. Nope, that's not what we want. We want Pistum. Kit Fisto. Good time. And a free onigiri. So yeah, the Millennium Tower is just up here. Currently, as you can see, it's about that high right now. If they work faster, the textures will pop in quicker. All right, let's maintain our walk again here. Oh, we can go play the Pachi slot. I mean, you know what? Let's take a couple minutes to play some Pachi slots. Great. The first Yakuza with pachinko slots. Well, I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about Hades, so let's play some Hades. Ah, okay. Thank you, Dark Morford. I will look into that. Now, so push button, L2. Max bet R2, spin the reels, stop the left, stop the middle, stop the right. Okay, or we can just autoplay for the best, oh Jesus. What have I done? Reset. Yes. Back. Sure. Yeah, no, we've never had a pachinko slot until now. Push. Wait, what's my push button? Push button is L2. I push button. Max bet. Okay. Spin. 2. God. 7. 7. Well. God 7-7. God, 7-7. Normal autoplay. Yes. Video games. Are we winning? Are we out of credits yet? Chains occurred. Something happened. Yeah, actually, we're swapping internets this Saturday, so hopefully there will. That's tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have a better experience in terms of the framages. I think. Oh, I can make that go away. That's nice. Return to manual play, sure. Wait, can I not leave this exit minigame? Holy moly. No, that's... I'd sure like to exit here for the moment. Oh, that reminds me of actual slot shops a bit. It would be nice to play actual pachinko, but everyone just plays pachinko slot in Japan, from my understanding. Again, for that reason, you just dump your credits in and watch the things happen. Eventually, something exciting happens. It's still easy to exit than buy. God damn it, Jaden Cynic, yes. Let's go back to the office, yes. Don't go back! Lurker's Spline, we now have some balls, I believe, or credits, which we can then, at some point, exchange for goods and services.
De, そいつからいくら取れたんだ？それはビデオ屋から取り上げた金は高校生に返しました。裏ビデオっつっても偽物だったんで。
Ethics。
そうか。なら切り取りの方は？はい、そっちはバッチリっす。頭の命令通り財布を取り上げてきました。
Identity theft.
利息分も含めて全額入ってます。
Well done.
珍しく上出来じゃねえか。なんていうわけねえだろ。この帯符は若が使ってる銀行のもんだ。
Oh no.
若とどこに行ってた？ただの買い物っすよ。それは若からいただいたんすよ。いただいただと
？Oof. Almost the perfect crime.
せびったんじゃねえのか？しのぎあげれねえからってせがいことしてんじゃねえよ。んなことしねえっすよ。俺だってそんくらいのプライドはあります。海に金も納めねえで何がプライドだ。なんだその目は。痛くも痒くもねえってか。それじゃあけじめにならねえ。てめえもヤクザの端くれならけじめのつけ方ぐらい知ってんだろ。
おい、道具持ってこい。
Oh, that's quick.
やれよ。どうした？ヤクザのくせにやり方知らねえのか？なら教えてやるよ。うまいこと関節に入りゃすっと落ちる。そんなことは稀だがな。お疲れ様です。お疲れ様です。
Ooh. Let's go to some of this.
おい、一ちょっとつらかせ。
Whoa!
はい。
Can't believe you're doing that just in the main office, though.
助かりました、おやさん。もう少しうまくやれねえのか、ジョーとは。頭は俺が嫌いでしょうがないんすよ。俺はしのぎでからっきしですから。ジョーの気持ちも少しは分かってやれ。組の金庫番としてそれなりに苦労してんだ。
Okay, I feel like I should know this voice now that I think about it.
頭の言う任居ってのは俺の考えとはどうも違うような気がして、俺の場合は金よりももっと義理人情っつうか。人それぞれ考え方は違っていいのさ。それが荒川組のパーティーってもんだ。
Is that Jigen?
パーティー。お前ゲーム好きだったろ。あれで考えてみろ。必ず一つの組織ってのには個々の役割ってのがある。お前みたいに後先考えねえで前に突き進む奴がいて、フォローしてくれる蜜がいて、たるんだ空気を引き締める沢城がいる。そうやって組織ってのは回るんだ。
You know, this guy is the good father leader.
王様っすね。王様か。まあどちらにしても俺にとっちゃみんな可愛い息子だ。そういや今日はマサトの面倒を見てくれたんだろ。はい。すまねえな。家のことまでお前らの助けを借りて。どうだ、あいつ元気にしてたか。そいつはよかった。最近は俺の電話にも出やしなくてな。組じゃ王様でも家庭じゃ裸の王様ってところだな。さてじゃあ20世紀を占める飯を食いに行くかな。一番
No, just an actor.
ああ、どいつもこいつもイチャイチャしてますね。お前女の方どうなんだ。いません。俺は女にはからっきしで。しけた声出しやがって。そりゃおやっさんはモテたでしょうけど。てめえし何舐めた口聞いてある。いや過去形で言うな。今も現役でモテてんだろうな。でもな、俺もこいつとなら正体持ってもいいと思った女は今までに一人だけだ。
Yeah, I could see this guy being pretty good as a George Takei.
まだお前には詳しく話したことはなかったっけな。ええ。もうお亡くなりだとは一応。24年前のちょうど今日大晦日だった。俺は氷川興産って組の下っ端だよ。そこの組長から娘をもらってくれねえかと言われてた。それが若のおふくろさんすか。慌てんな。
俺が心底惚れてたのは別の女だ。茜と言った。
え？でもそれじゃ
組長のお嬢の方は適当に返事はぐらかしてりゃそのうち立ち消えになると高く食ってた。だから茜とは隠れて付き合ってたよ。あれが子供ができたって言ってくるまではな。となりゃお嬢か茜かどっちと一緒になるか考えるまでもね。
This guy wants no part of it.
茜と子供のことを組長に切り出すきっかけは見つけられなかった。でようやく腹決めたのはもういつ生まれてもおかしくねえって時期よ。俺には決めた女がいる。組長に頭下げてそう言った。
ただじゃ済まなかったですよね。
散々袋叩きにされて年を越した頃には半殺し。それだけで済めよかったんだがな。組長は茜と腹の中の子供まで殺せと神の門に命じたんだ。
そんな、いくらなんでもそこまで。
ああ、さすがに俺も耳を疑ったよ。組長はマジだった。
Okay, now how does this end?
殺した人間をしたいことを始末しちまうこともあった。組長のメンツ潰した俺らもその標的にされたわけだ。そっからはどうやってその場を切り抜けたのか。俺はとにかく死に物狂いで逃げ出した。向こうも俺を半殺しにしたと思って油断してたんだろう。その時茜はもう産気づいてて病院に行ってた。
Oh boy. Super ellipses indeed.
その場を離れるように言った。首の門が病院に差し向けられてたからな。そして街を出ようとこの店で落ち合うことにしてた。
Cafe Alps.
なあ。だが何時間経っても彼女は来なかった。連中に捕まっちまったのかと思った時、俺宛てに。
Ah, story has too many twists.
茜か。お前何してんだ。てっきり奴らに捕まったかと。
赤ちゃん生まれたの。
え？
私たちの赤ちゃん。でもすぐそこにも奴らが来て、だからもう逃げるしかなくて。
分かった、今どこだ。すぐ迎えに行く。
新宿駅のコインロッカーのとこ。
Not a location here.
よし、そこで目立たないようにしてろ。
マスミ、ダメ。奴らが来た。どうしよう。
茜、連中は赤ん坊を抱えた女を探してる。赤ん坊をロッカーに隠して目立たないようにそこを離れる。
Oh no.
赤ちゃんのロッカーに。
Not a coin locker, baby.
赤ん坊は俺がすぐ取りに行く。
I wasn't expecting to play a Murakami novel.
アルプスのマスターに居所を伝えてくれ。急げ。赤ん坊をロッカーに。
分かった。この子お願い。
赤で。
おい、いたぞ。女だ。行け行け行け。
Parabender 27, it's a thing.
赤で。女はくそどこ行った。おい、早く探せ。くそ。
Ooh. Sir, please don't fight in front of the cake stand. This is a Cafe Alps. Mm-hmm. And that's why the glove. Whoops. Wrong hand.
おい、大丈夫かよ。しっかりしろよ。どけ！ 赤ん坊を抱えて俺は病院に駆け込んだ。するとマザトを見てくれた医者が低体温症による多臓器不全だと。
若の病気はその時から。
あの日は寒い夜だった。ナト君、いや1分でも早く俺が抱きしめてれば後遺症を免れた可能性があったらしい。
おやっさんのせいじゃないっすよ。だってそんなの仕方なかったじゃないですか。
イチ、マサトのことをお前にも苦労かけるな。
苦労だなんてそんな。
結局茜とはそれきりだった。あいつは馴染みのスナックに逃げ込んだがそこにも手が回ってた。
No.
氷川興産に連れ去られて殺された。俺が赤ん坊を病院に運び込んでた頃にな。氷川興産の組長と組員の何人かはそれから何日も死ねうちにこの町から消えた。組は潰れたよ。
それって
All for nothing.
もしかして大家さんが。いえ、何でもありません。
長話に付き合わせちまったな。だがお前にはいずれ話しとこうと思ってた。当選のとはいえお前も俺の息子だ。
そんな俺なんか。
しけた話はこれまでだ。さあとっとと飯を食いに行くぞ。腹ペコだ。
はい。
Oh no, Hexy, I was referring to the actions of the rival clan being all for nothing as they stopped existing. Yep. Assistive devices are assistive devices. They help people. And there's an entire gradient of help necessary. Oh, no worries, Sexy. I just wanted you to know what I was lost causing about.
北京ダックってアヒルでしたっけ？
うん。釜の中でアヒルを丸焼きにするんだ。焦がさねえように慎重にな。
Oh, it was his family? Oh, well then my understanding is completely wrong. And
飴色になった皮を削いで 薬味と一緒に生地に巻いていく。すると皮の香ばしい匂いと甘辛いタレが口いっぱいに広がる。
うまそうっすね。
Eat it. It's real good.
中国でも昔は宮廷でしか食えなかったって料理だ。
そりゃ中華の王様で間違いないっすよ。
よし、じゃあカムロ町で北京ダックが食える店を探さないとな。
うっす。絶対見つけてみせますよ。
Well, this seems like a good place for us to take our final break of the night. Don't go away, there's going to be more Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon after this in just a few minutes. Get up to cycle your fluids like I'll do, and don't go away. Hey, friendos, welcome back. We're back with more Yakuza 7 after the break. Just checking out our... we're currently... We have dropped some frames, so that might be an issue, but only 1%, so hopefully it's not going to be a forever thing. As we mentioned as well, we're looking to get new internet tomorrow, so hopefully that will fix any of the issues. Oh, hey, welcome, Lysander Gustav. That's it. Let us continue with Das story. We gotta lead this guy to a place where we can get Peking duck. I wonder where that could be. I mean, if only there was some place in Kamurocho that talked about China in any way. Yeah, I hope it will recover soon too. Oh, hey, Rock Pusher, thank you for those 35 months of subscription. Shiny new internet with Peking duck. Yeah, I was lucky to find out that our building apparently has a, ooh, no, this won't get me all the way through. Or will it? Our shiny new building has a shiny new agreement with TELUS, one of our local internet producers. Producers, whatever. And they, I bet I don't have the key for this. I don't have the key for that. They have a 25% off discount for the building, so I figured, we'll give their fiber, we'll give their fiber a shot. See how it goes. Anyway. Yep, no cap, thankfully. I was cap on bandwidth because we're because I am cheap, but I think we're getting 100 up or so, which should be sufficient. Nope, can't get over that bike. Okay, this is not where I was expecting to go. Well, thank you, Quest Nipple, for letting me know where the real Peking duck is here in Kamurocho. Oh, Lord, if only we could go bowling. But bowling isn't a thing unless it is. I went the wrong way, because I was too busy reading the chat there. Trying to figure out what the national broadband plan was for Rock Pusher there. You having a problem there, my friend? Closed? Well, why did we come here? Good point, yep.
でも食いたかったっすよ。
また連れてきてやるよ。約束だ。
あざっす。待ってろよ。北京だーか。
Oh! This guy is so full of joy! I love him!
一番前から言ってんだろ。
すみません。
外でヘラヘラ笑うのはやめろ。僕とか歯見せで笑うのは。
家族の前か。相当やべえ時だけですよね。
ああ。うん。ヤクザは顔で生きてんだ。
そう。
北京ダックはお預けってことで、いつものおでん屋にでも行くか。
You planned this, you. Good Odin is also. Oh, I recently bought one of those basket shakers for noodles. Wow, that's a great way. I recently bought one of those basket shakers for noodles. But like it's got a handle that points down and then it's got the basket here so you can slam it down. I really like Japanese noodles, damn.
いや、最近は全く。
大切にしろよ。自分が生まれ育った場所なんだ。
こんなとこで生まれ育ったっつうのも特殊すぎて。
どんな形であれ家は家だ。なくなっちまえば二度と帰れねえんだぞ。
23年前の1月1日。俺はこのソープランドの浴室で。
20. God, I cannot remember being 23 years old. Holy hell.
ソープ状だったおふくろは出産直後に俺を置いて消えた。ってな話はだいぶ後になって父ちゃんから聞いた。父ちゃんって言っても血のつながりはねえ。俺を引き取ってくれたソープの店長だ。実の父親については一切聞かされてねえが、どうせ行きずりの客だろう。
I love these shots that are done in engine with a Jesus.
おいで一番。待って私が抱っこする。
Spoiler, a soapland is a best way of saying house of ill repute. It's closer to being a hand job parlor than a hostess club, let's say. Cool, I can pause it. Okay, soaplands. So the reason they're soaplands is they used to be baths, and the idea was that you would go take a bath with your partner that you hired for the night, so that they could soap you up and, you know, work that soap in real good, because that, you know, that's the time when you're naked and touching each other, and that's scandalous. And that's soaplands. Yeah, brothel is a good way of putting it. But not a brothel. Yeah, it's like a brothel is somewhere where you know exactly what you're getting. A soapland is at least trying to hide behind a metaphor.
神様みたいなもんっす。
今度は王様じゃなくて神様か。
Yeah, Jesselyn's got the right idea there. It's not a brothel because brothels are illegal. Just like a pachinko and slots aren't gambling because gambling is illegal. Now trading balls that you get out of the machine for something else in a different building, which is definitely not the pachinko building, that's just fine.
育ての父ちゃんが死んで以来、俺は高校にも行かず、当てもなく生きてた。金のために誰彼構わず喧嘩ふっかける毎日。そんなどうしようもねえバカには天罰ってのがあっただろう。その日、俺が半殺しにした相手はヤクザだったんだ。
Whoops.
俺はヤクザの事務所に監禁され、返しと呼ばれる強烈な復讐を食らった。このままじゃ殺される。俺は助かりたい一心でその名前を口にした。荒川組。あ？荒川組。俺を殺したら荒川が黙ってねえぞ。当時荒川組といえば殺しの荒川組で鳴らす武闘派組織だ。ヤクザに興味のねえ俺でさえ耳にしたことのある名前だ。それをちらつかせればこいつらビビって俺を殺せないはず。
お前
荒川んとこのもんなのか。
俺の浅はかな考えは裏目に出た。よりによってこいつらは荒川組と島争いの真っ最中だったよ。
おたくんとこのガキがうちの国を半殺しにしてくれてな。
Oh no, this is backfired in so many
うちで
ways.
柄を抑えてる。返して欲しけりゃ荒川の組長が直々に取りに来い。
会ったこともねえ荒川なんて男が見ず知らずの俺を助けに来るわけがね
え。もうやっちまいませんか兄貴。そんなガキ一人のために荒川が出張っちゃきませんよ。
殺しの荒川は身内にも冷酷ってわけか。
待たせたな。ガキ相手に本気になるクソヤクザども。
Damn, that's an entrance.
世話になったっていううちのガキどこだ。
Oh no.
荒川さんや、おめえんとこのこいつがうちの組員を半殺しにしてくれてな。どうけじめつけるってんだ。
そうか。じゃあ指一本でどうだ。それでこいつを返してもらう。文句ねえだろ。借りるぜ。
Holy! Just out of nowhere.
帰るぞ、クソガキ。
I mean, how do you recruit someone for life? That's... Woof.
助けてもらってありがとう。
礼なんていらねえよ。お前のために指を落としたわけじゃねえんだ。ヤクザってのはよ、顔と看板で商売してんだ。それが何より大事なんだ。あの場でお前を返してくださいなんて頭を下げちまったらどうなる。荒川組の看板が下がっちまう。
But importantly,
いつでも弱いとこ見せたらしまいだ。
he doesn't deny him.
あの場でけじめつけるにはこうする方がなかったってだけだ。
でも俺のことなんか知らないって放っておいたの。どうして。
さあな。俺を知ってたガキの前でカッコつけたかっただけかもな。
その瞬間俺の人生はこの人に向けて伸びるまっすぐな道になった。
Yep. He's our new Dojima. Okay, having the whole flashback play out in photos like this, though, I'm...
何度言ったらわかるんだ。ガキにやる杯はねえんだよ。
構うな、ジョー。
それでも俺は杯をもらうために事務所の前に立ち続けた。雨の日も炎天下の中も。
お疲れ様です、組長。
誰こいつ。親父の知り合い。
マサト、先に上がってなさい。ヤクザなんかになろうとするんじゃねえ。お前の父ちゃんと母ちゃんが泣くだけだ。
俺には親父とお袋もいません。育ててくれた養父は去年死にました。
Oh, sorry, Kazuma. Yes, thank you. And this...
来い。
はい。それはおやっさんに出会ってから100日目のことだった。
3 months. Wow.
いやー、あそこのおでんはやっ
I wanted to see the Oden!
本当にごちそうさまでした。おやっさん。
おう。
Oh. This game's food really matters to me. That's a very bright coat, my friend.
もうすぐカウントダウンっすね。
ちょっとやめてください。
大晦日に一人で来るなんてナンパされに来てんだろ。
For those of you asking, New Year's, or you might be asking, New Year's is definitely a family event in Japan, so yeah, it would be this empty. In a big public square area.
俺たちクズの役割だな。おい。
Oh, too badass. That's hero types.
このおじさんにぶん殴られる前にここから消えるんだな。
あ？なんだおっさん。邪魔すんじゃねえよ。誰だあんた。登場会荒川組だ。おめえら酔っ払った勢いで女に絡んでんじゃねえ。 とっとと家に帰ってジャーの彼でも聞くんだな。
I mean, if he's 23 years old, all he needs is to get some years in.
おいおい、ヤクザだってよ。確かにパンチかけてるこいつ。マフィア映画のキャラみたいな格好しやがって。
I mean,
ふざけた口聞いてんじゃねえぞ。
the thing, you gotta earn it.
おやさん、ここは俺に任せてください。
But you earn the look by living the life. That's how he got the way he was, by never not dressing like that.
面白い。やっちまおうぜ。ただじゃ済まさねえ。やってやるぜ。俺の番だな。
Okay, so etc. We got items. Okay, yeah, back. Skills. Okay, so everything's just gonna wait until I choose to attack a person. Well, it's attacked at level 3. Okay, and then on level 3, we ruined it. Okay, well. Regular old attack on this man. That's fine. Missed that one. Let's fist him. And he was stunned. Oh, and I didn't get my attack in. Dang it. Good enough. You know, I didn't actually notice anything about the command cross there, Dark Morphid. I'll have to look again then, though, just to double check that. Huh. Watch the letters.
これでいいのさ。俺たちはヤクザだ。そのこと忘れんな、イチ。はい。さてと。じゃあまた明日な。21世紀になっても。
Yeah, this is new, the turn-basedness.
Oh.
Shit, missed the line. Oh, I love how self-aware he is. This is my boy. Me. Each. Yay! super beer. Oh man, I miss this. Akimashita, Meruto.
兄さん。
寝ちまった。
危ないよ、こんなとこで寝ちゃ。ちょっと身分証を見せてくれるかな。
身分証？
正月早々物騒な事件があってね。免許証ある？
Well.
ない。財布がない。
いいわんこっちゃない。
I mean, that's a very good reason, yes.
どうする？盗難届出す。今交番忙しいから署まで行ってもらうよ。
Never fell outside. Yeah, never fell asleep outside while drunk in Japan. So that's a plus.
今なら事務所に顔出せるか。
わかりました。初詣ですか。
いや、とにかく事務所に来い。あまり目立たないようにな。
Oh no, phones are a dime a dozen, Hexy. And that's actually kind of the way it was. It's like phones were standard issue things. So it wasn't like you could just pawn it off for cash or use it for anything real. It's like, yeah, take the wallet, take the cash, take any possible credit cards that they might have, but phone, the police. I guess maybe I should be using these words. Maybe I should take the side streets. All right. Pole walk power. I'm actually enjoying the music more than I was enjoying the music in Judgment. But again, we'll see how overused this theme gets.
どこの組のもんだ。どこって。荒川組だけど。
てめえ、よくもやりやがったな。は
あ？何のことだ。おめえこそ何者だよ。
榊組に決まってるじゃねえか。
Synchronized knife deployment. Attack! Okay, so I've got some of those. Okay, let's have a look here, etc. Crossbar. What the hell are we looking at here? Okay. What am I like? So I get back, tag out, and items. So I guess maybe not here. I'm not allowed. L1 hold. Can't leave here for this. Okay, got that one. Skills, etc. Guard attack. Yeah. I'll take you out. 36. Jaded Syndicate Sega who makes this game? Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. Really? Really? I'm angry and I love it. Hey, we get to hit some of the bloody bike. Because the computer decided that that's what needs to happen. Okay. Sorry, I thought I was missing some sort of a vital, sorry, I just saw his face pan up as we went. Some sort of vital, mechanical, system that I was missing. But no, it was just a pun. So, thanks, chat. I guess you got me. Wow. I'm not even angry.
覚えてやがれ。何だったんだ。まあ、榊組って言ったら荒川組といざこざの絶えない組だしな。おっと、早いとこ事務所に行かねえと。
Yeah, apparently there's gonna be a lot of game going on here because we haven't even gotten to the point where he's got bigger hair yet.
一番です。おやさん。おはようございます。
おう、イチ。座れ。
はい。
いいから。座れ。
あ、はい。
お前。
Oh my gosh, Dark Warfare is amazing.
前からうちに因縁つけてる組っすよね。
ああ。因縁の発端は榊組が近江とつながってるって噂からだ。
近江って関西？
関西？
うん。近江連合。関西一円を束ねる巨大極道組織で、東上会とは長年ドンパチが絶えねえライバル関係だ。
そんな奴らと榊組は手組んでたんすか。
榊はそんなでかい裏切りができるほど腹の据わった組じゃねえ。ただ東上会の内部情報を近江に売って小銭稼いでたってのは事実でな。俺が幹部会で
I know JQ girl. I have been speaking about the issues about Kansai for years, and no one's listening.
せこい野郎っすね。
そこから榊はうちを逆恨みするようになった。
The Kanto region must reign supreme over all of Japan.
直系だ。本家に迷惑をかけないように穏便に対応してきたんだがな。
何かあったんすか。
2時間ほど前に長から電話があってな。あいつ榊の組員を弾いちまった。
And there it is.
外でばったり榊の若衆と出くわしたらしい。お互い部下も連れねえで差し通しだ。散々怒鳴り合った結果、ジョーがチャカを抜いちまった。幸い目撃者はいねえみたいだが、すでに殺が死体を見つけてる。うちにガサが入るのは時間の問題だ。直系の組員をうちの頭が弾いたとなりゃ、荒川組が東上会に弓引いたとされても仕方ねえ。そうなりゃうちは東上会追放。こんな小さな所帯は瞬く間に解散だ。今ジョーがしょっぴかれるわけにはいかね 勤めに行ってもらえねえか、イチ。
何言ってんですか、おやさん。
Here it is.
頭下げるのは俺の方ですよ。俺はずっとこんな日を待ってました。おやさんに恩返しできる日を。10年や20年そこらの無所暮らし、喜んでやらせてもらいます。
イチ。
Beautiful boy. Ah.
おめでとうございます、兄貴。
おお、ミツ。どうしたい？
どうしたじゃないっすよ。今日は正月&兄貴の誕生日じゃないっすか。
そういや、そうだったな。
ちょっと
Oh
何
no.
やってるんすか。初詣行くんすよね。去年と同じカムロ神社でいいっすか。
俺は行けねえから、お前行ってこい。
なんでですか。
ちょっと用事が立て込んじまってね。
もしかして沢城の頭に何か頼まれたんですか。
まあ、そんなとこだ。
新年早々厳しいっすね、頭は。
極道になった以上、盆も正月も関係ねえ。俺たちは365日極道だ。
夜までみっちり忙しいんすか。
For a while.
お前、今いくつだい？
え、20歳ですけど。
ってことは、10年後は30歳、20年後は40歳か。
なんすか急に。
ちゃんと飯食っていい男になれよ。
は？兄貴、熱でもあるんすか。
また電話する。
Oof. For my last meal, let's go with a beef bowl. Oh God. Oh. Oh boy. I'm getting some real Spec Ops the Line feelings here. Pull the trigger on your own beef bowl. Don't get in a fight with some bad nasty men. Just get in there and enjoy beef. Enjoy a beef. Or 3. Have 3 beefs. Have 4 beef bowls. You really should. Jesus, what would I eat if I knew I was going to prison? And had 290.
よし。牛丼並み、もう一杯。
はい、かしこまりました。並一丁。
悪いが、お前は先月付で組を絶縁されたことにするしかない。
絶縁ですか。
すまない。よそとの喧嘩なら破門で済むだろうが、今回は同じ登場会。それも相手は直系だ。
でも絶縁は組に戻れないんじゃ。
Oh no.
本家に根回しして出所までに必ず絶縁を解いておく。
ありがとうございます。
それに仇の犯行ってことにした方が判決に有利だからな。
I don't think it works that way.
俺はしっかり務めてきます。
Mm. Ah! That's a good motto. No regrets in a... Oh, you poor boy! Wow!
おお、さっきのお兄さん、財布見つかった？盗難届出すなら窓口に行ってね。
Here we go.
主文、被告人春日一番を殺人罪により懲役15年に処する。
So saith the moon hag. Oh. And that gives us a save. Can we hit the button? Okay, well, you know what? I'm almost thinking, just because it's going to be a while. Yeah, you know what? We're going to call it there. We're going to make it an easy. We're going to make it a slightly short stream, but boy, oh boy. I'm into it. I'm super into this, guys. Friends, this is good. Alt F4, Nathan JGA. I don't know if I dare, given what happened the last time I did that, but you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Boop. Thanks so much, everyone, for because we saved. We just saved. Unsaved data will be lost. It's fine. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure right now. Because otherwise, I'll go back and I'll definitely do it myself. But I don't want to be waiting. Let's see if we can launch this game again. Friends, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Tilty Streams for an episode of Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon. I'm enjoying this game so far. Combat seems fine. It's going to be fine. This game is not all about the combat anyway, so... Let's play through. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy these Japanese voices too. Thanks again to everyone who's shown your support via the your bits, like Iris of Ether here, who's dropped 300 in the chat, and with your subs as well. And for those of you who decide to go over to the Patreon at patreon.com/Tiltyhouse, we do have one of those. We enjoy people who appreciate it. But over 2 hours, and that includes 2 breaks. Okay, good. Yes. Go to tiltyhouse.com or tilty.house, and you can find out when we are next going to be around. Yeah, next week, I think, absolutely. Ooh. Emails happened while I was in the losing words. Noise cancellation zone. Next week, nothing is happening. The week after that, nothing is happening. And the week after this, Christmas. So yes, we have 2 more Yakuza streams in the month before we do anything more on that. Scrolling up the stream. Love it. Thank you. Oh, has Ian hit his head, or has that always been there? No, I hit my head just earlier this week. There was a open cupboard door. I was putting dishes away and come up and scrape. So that's why it's a perfect 1/2-inch cabinet size. What a way to go out. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. We'll see you in a week's time for more Like a Dragon. I'm super excited for more story. Let's tune in then. Good night!